For the male comedian, there exists a creature called a gag hag who likes to sleep with male comics. Unfortunately, there's no such thing for female comedians because men are by and large terrified of funny women. And this is one of the reasons why it's much harder for women and why so many young comedians that I have known have ended up here. Being a comedian can play havoc with your love life, but comedy is a way of taking revenge on life. You may have a rubbish love life, but you get some good material from it. Just ask Susan Murray.
My one-man show is called 21st Century Fox, and it's about being a 30-something singleton and looking for love in the kind of modern era of internet dating. The show I'm doing tonight, this is kind of it's a show. And what I do is, you know, the way I earn a living, I work in clubs and I have what's called a club set. That's like a sort of, you know, a 25 to 30-minute set. And there's little bits of it that are in this show, but obviously I talk about, you know, a vast array of subjects in my club set, so it's quite different to this. I've got a laptop, I've got a projector, and I've got a radio mic. It's nice doing your own show because you can talk about stuff you want to talk about. It's kind of less pressure to be funny because it's a show as opposed to it's a stand-up set, so it's quite different really. Hands up or a cheer if you're single. Three of you are single? Seriously? Come on, hands up if you're single. Half a dozen, OK, hello, OK. And the rest of you, what, have you just come to gloat? Every time you do it, you're still tweaking it every time you're doing it, so it's never a kind of set thing. It's always slowly evolving, really. I mean, you know, it was written a while ago. I've done it, I don't know, maybe half a dozen times. I've done various comedy festivals around the country, and every time there's another festival comes up, you have to sort of like get the script out, dust it off, relearn it, and go and do it. But you always sort of tweak little bits here and there when you're doing it again, because just to keep it fresh for me, really. I spend my life being at gigs or driving to gigs, right? You know how people turn into their pets? I've actually turned into my car. Small, red, fast and dirty with a well-hidden spare tyre, basically. And I do so much driving, right? I've actually got my own bumper sticker that says, "Don't rush me, I'm on 9 points." And I am as well. And I got flashed earlier on in the week. So my dad is livid. Well, he will be when he loses his licence. Best thing I ever did was switching those number plates. When a female comic comes on stage, most audiences, if they don't do it physically, they metaphorically go like this. Make me laugh, bitch. So you have to work twice as hard, you know, and you can just see people going, oh, God, the minute you walk on stage. So you just have to sort of change their minds, really. I've just pulled out a few favourites, right? This is, and because I was looking for, like, nutters, but this guy seems really normal, right? And he says things like, "Hi, I must admit that profile is very short yet interesting. I am Scottish and have been living in London for... Got to change the accent now. Living in London for 3 years. I just love London. There's always so much to do. It seems quite normal. I'm also living in Bethnal Green and have been for 3 years. I'm looking to meet new people in the area also. Recently, my work life has been so hectic I've been removed from reality. He seems quite normal. Maybe he's a drug dealer removed from reality, not sure. Now that my schedule is back to normal, I have loads of catching up to do. Bring on the fun times. 5 exclamation marks. Not so sure about that. Most of the people that I know at the moment are work-related. A bit fake, actually, very fake. I just want to meet normal folk. See, seems quite normal. Having said that all about myself, over to you. You're very cute and I love your hair. Do you fancy a shag? There's a handful. There's more coming through, which is good. There's a lot of newer acts coming through, and they are good. And it is, you know, changing audiences' perceptions of women in comedy, which can only be a good thing. It just helps all of us. This guy, he was 5 foot nothing with a blind, milky eye. I saw the photograph. I thought it was the Flash. Honestly, I had to go back and check. I was like, oh, yeah, one red one, one white one, go! But the thing is, right, he's half blind and really short, right? I've got no detailed vision in one eye. I'm half blind in one eye. It's really weird. It's like having a blind spot in the middle of my eyes, and it means when I do pull, the men are pig ugly, but with very nice hair.
I, of course, am an award-winning comedian, although, admittedly, the award was for swimming. But I well remember the first ever fan letter I got. Dear Arthur Smith, I saw you on TV last night. Fantastic. It is fantastic that you are on TV and yet still signing on. Please report to my office on Monday. Paul Simpson, DSS Fraud Squad.